President Donald Trump has a perfect veto-free record so far, the result of support from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and, until they lost their majority, Republicans in the U.S. House. But that could change now that the Democrats in charge of the House have rebuked the president over his declaration of a national emergency at the U.S. border. McConnell won't be able to make the bill go away by tabling it or rallying a filibuster, and it's likely that enough Senate Republicans will vote with Democrats to send a measure of disapproval for the national emergency to the president's desk. So the president might be faced with finally issuing a veto in order to continue his effort to get around lawmakers of both parties to gather more money for his wall on the southern border. It's been almost 140 years since a U.S. president didn't veto anything during his time in the White House. And that president, James Garfield, was assassinated before he could serve a full year in office in 1881. If he issues a veto soon, Trump will fall somewhere after Garfield and George W. Bush, who served a full four-year term without issuing a veto. But Bush made up for lost time in his second term, especially when Democrats took control of the House and the Senate in 2007. A number of Republican senators have expressed a willingness to break with Trump over the national emergency declaration. And 13 Republican representatives have already sided with Democrats on the issue. That's enough to force his veto, but not nearly enough to overturn it. There's a big difference between forcing a veto and overturning it. Vetoes can be overridden only by a two-thirds supermajority vote in both chambers on Capitol Hill. In the House, Democrats have 235 seats, Republicans have 197, and there are 3 vacancies. Since the measure overturning the national emergency won 245 votes there, that means Democrats would have to pick up an additional 43 to 45 House Republican votes to get to 288, 290 and a two-thirds majority, depending on how many lawmakers vote. Assuming the bill passes in the Senate with 4 Republicans, they'd need to pick up an additional 16 Republican votes.